Shalom, shalom, Yahshua. We're going to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Petty Hebrew tongue is greatness of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you sister brothers living this truth, and shalom to you brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Shalom. Gonna come on a real quick lesson, which the inspiration for this lesson is gonna be this lesson I just watched from the brother in LA. And I recommend everybody watch it. Very good lesson. And he titled it Imagine Not Making It. And it's about another brother's lesson who had a dream of people not making it in this truth, not making it to the kingdom of heaven on the first go around. And that's a very scary thing right there. And with that being said, because like every year, especially come to Passover, you see people fall up out this truth. I've seen a lot of people come and go in the short time that I've been in this truth. And we got to all pray that we don't be next, that we don't get sifted out. And the best way to do that is to stay prayed up, stay on fire in this truth, and do everything you can. Like, always stay in the spirit, because this world always looks to sift you out. And I've seen it happen to a lot of people that have fell out this truth since I've been here. And we got to make sure that's not us, man. We got to make sure it's not us. And that was a very good lesson right there, man. Just like his old pages say, inspiration and motivation, it motivated this lesson right here. Because I'm like, hey, they showed me I got to pick it up and make sure I'm doing everything I need to do so I don't fall out the truth. Because it can happen to anybody. Nobody's exempt from that. You can wake up one day and all of a sudden the Lord can put a spirit on you to be worldly. You up there chasing the bag and being like Pookie and Ray Rays or whatnot. It can happen. So that's why you always got to stay vigilant and diligent about, your walk in this truth. And I'm going to get the first precept since I said that. Let's go get it. And I recommend y'all watch that lesson too, man. Very, very good lesson. I did off his page a lot. Very motivational brother. Keeps you in the spirit, man. Watching lessons a lot keeps you in the spirit. That's why I was glad today I didn't have to do no training. I was able to eat up on some lessons, because yesterday I had to do some training and I didn't get to watch as much as I wanted to. But I watch a lot of lessons a day, man. So I thank the Lord I got a type of job where I can do that. So this is 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. See, the Lord gave us the recipe right there. He said, be diligent. It's like constantly working. That's why we should be putting up lessons like ain't no tomorrow, at least daily or close to daily. I notice I put myself where I try to be 6 days out of 7. That's the standard I hold to myself. Because if I'm doing 6 lessons out of 7 days, then I'm pretty much, I'm pretty hot right there. I'm doing, majority of the days I'm doing a lesson. I give myself one day a break to rest my brain, like a Shabbat, pretty much. So I give myself a 1 day grace period to kind of rest. But the rest of the days of the week, I'm trying to have something on the board, and that's me being diligent. And that's me making sure my calling and election is sure. I'm always putting some food out for the sheep. Are you believers? Because just like I like to eat up on lessons, I know y'all like to eat up on lessons. So I be seeing all these diligent brothers in this truth, man, following the examples of the apostles and elders, and I'm getting in line doing the same thing. And that's one of my greatest fears, is being sifted out this truth. So I got to make sure that doesn't happen to me. And the best way for me to do that is to constantly stay in the spirit, constantly. Because trust me, Yashral, I know it's people that were always trying to yank you out this truth. Your family, your friends, the person you're with, one of your loved ones that you're with. They always want to pull you out this truth. And if you're not in the spirit, your spirit ain't strong, that will happen. It will happen. So we got some brothers in this truth that's really dragging their feet. That's really not hot in this truth. You need to be on fire at this point. We at the end. There's no excuse why you should not be on fire. We're at the end of this thing. And like I said, people try to make excuses and all of that, but hey, you gotta fight for time, man. You gotta fight for it. You gotta fight being tired. I be tired sometimes too. You gotta fight that, man. And pray the Lord to give you strength. I work multiple jobs, got children, young children at that, and hey, I don't be having a lot of time, but I always find time for the Lord to get my lessons off, man. I'll fight for it, you know. Sometimes you might have to sacrifice your lunch break or be in the car. You know, you got brothers sacrificing their lunch break for this thing. Whatever you got to do the work. If you decided to pick up the plow and, you know, feed the sheep, continue to do it. Be steadfast in it. Be diligent in it. And there's no excuse, man. You got all kind of brothers. When you look at it, and you got brothers, so I go to my subscription, like Earls of His Indignation, they put up all kind of shorts. Man, them was layups, man. That should definitely give you inspiration to do lessons. You know, you got another one, GMS Watchman. He come with a lot of good stuff. Hopefully Leg 3 come with a bunch of good shorts you can do lessons on. So I call them layups. So there should not be no excuse of why you can't, you know, get your lessons off. Because, I mean, it's all kind of material, man. There's so much going on in the spirit. If you really locked in, that shouldn't happen to you. But just say if it does, you know, you had a writer's block or you ain't got nothing cooked up in the spirit. Man, if you watching brothers and you just go to one of them brothers, they'll give you a layup, man. Even you go to like whistleblowers, you know, I got Dabu. They'll come with stuff that you can come with and do a lesson on. So there's really no excuse at all. No excuse, man. You got to overcome that temptation and you got to put in the work. You know, you shouldn't be cold at this point or dragging your feet. And I know there's a lot of times you do dragging their feet. You know, you got some people that's scared. You know, they worried about if Esau gonna see them, what Esau gonna say. They worried about getting snatched up. And that should not be on your mind, man. That fearful spirit, that'll make you get sifted out too. The Lord ain't got time to deal with a bunch of weak, scary dudes. The Lord ain't called them. The Lord need dudes that's gonna stand fast for him in the adversity and in the face of his enemies. That's what the Lord called for. If you got that, I worry about Esau gonna snatch me up because I'm going too hard. Hey, man, you're not really a man of the Lord. And you will get sifted out because that's scary. That's really weak. And then people, when you got that type of hold back spirit, that drawback spirit, that spirit, I don't want to do too much because I don't want to, you know, I don't want nobody in the world to see me, or I don't want Esau to see me. Like, you don't really put yourself out there that much. Hey, that's really because you don't really have no faith. You really don't believe like that. You don't believe the Lord will protect you. Because that type of fear doesn't hit me. I'm not worried about what Esau gonna do. I'm just worried about what I need to do. Because I'm like, if Esau come at me and I'm a man of the Lord, that devil in trouble. He in major trouble. And with me saying, I'm gonna go get this right here. And you'll see that a lot in these other camps, man. These Teach Under Fringe camps, them dudes are not serious. When this thing heats up, you'll see a lot of them go right back into the world. You'll see that. Because they're really scary. You can see it. I can see it on them. And a lot of them don't be on fire like that either, man. They only go out when the time is right. Like, you'll see them go out every blue moon. Or they might do a lesson like once a month or something like that. You know, it got to be a special event. Man, hey, Lord ain't dealing with that. So it's Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2:13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Therefore shall he not be defended. So if you worry about what Esau gonna do to you, that means you don't have faith that the Lord gonna protect you. You don't really believe. You believe or not. So the Lord like, okay, you scared of Esau. You don't think I can defend you, so I'm not gonna defend you because you don't believe in me. The Lord loves faith. When you got faith, when you got that trust in the Lord that he gonna protect you through whatever you go through, I mean, it just shows, it bleeds through your spirit. You know, you can hear that. It's like a lion. And people are drawn to that. That's why you got to lay it on the line. We ain't got time to think about what Esau gonna do. Fuck what Esau gonna do. Esau need to be worried about what Yahushua gonna do. And if we get the power, you need to be worried about what we gonna do. That should be your mindset. That will help you go hard in the spirit for the Lord. Because now you're being fearless. And I ain't saying this be reckless and, you know, be dumb in it. But when you're doing this ministry, It should not be no fear in you. You should not be worried about, well, I ain't trying to do too much because I don't want the, a certain Edomite to see what I'm doing, and then I'm worried about Esau bringing out that paddy wagon. Dudes like that gonna get sifted out, man, straight up. And then you got people worried about, views, worried about what other brothers is doing, comparing themselves to other brothers. That's worldly stuff right there. There has no place in this truth. Your lot should be your lot. And it's the body. So just because this brother doing these numbers, you only doing these numbers, you shouldn't be concerned with views and numbers. Only number you should be concerned with is how many you putting on the board. And as a body, because this brother's doing that, that's his lot. Your lot might be do something else, kind of like a basketball team. Everybody can't score the basketball. Some people got to play defense. Somebody got to rebound. That might be your niche to make the team go. Kind of like a Dennis Rodman. He didn't score a lot of points. He didn't have to. Jordan and Pippen scored all the points. All he did was play defense and rebound. And guess what? It worked. It made a championship team. So everybody can't do the same thing. So you got to find your niche in this truth and go hard at it. And not be worried about, well, this brother doing that. This brother, he read better, he talk better, I can't do this and that. That'll make you fall out. Because it'll bring a jealousy spirit on you. The Lord ain't dealing with that. The Church of Philadelphia succeeded because it was a church of brotherly love. You got to show love to your brothers, man. You can't be having that, I got to be star player spirit. That'll get you out of here real quick. I done seen it. Everybody got to play their part, man. This is all a team effort to build the nation of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Team effort, man. Just play your part. In fact, I think I'm gonna go. I got a precept for that too. Is this it right here? Yep. Just Galatians 5:25 says, if we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. So we got to live in the spirit. Every day you wake up, it's got to be Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And everything that they want. Every single day. Always praying. Always looking at things through spiritual lenses. Always. That keeps you locked in the spirit. That's how you live in the spirit. When you live in the spirit, it's easy to do this ministry. Because it just comes natural. It's like a flow. Like a river flowing. It just comes natural when you live in the spirit. And he said, let's also walk in the spirit. So you can't just read about it. You got to also do it. You got to live it, as the scriptures say. And then verse 26, let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. See, that back to what I said. Ain't no need to be jealous of other brothers in this truth. If you do what you're supposed to do, you'll get your part. Don't be worried about, I don't want to teach the truth because then they might get it, then I might not get it. It's only a couple seats. You can't look at it like that. That's the wrong mindset to have. And the short circuit, your walk in this faith. And the short circuit, your power in this truth. You're supposed to put your best foot forward and do the truth the most you can because the spots has already been chosen from the beginning. Right now, we're trying to figure out who spots those are. And trying to see if you got a spot, the only way you're going to find that out is if you go the hardest that you can go. Only way you're going to find out. Trying to watch somebody else's spot and trying to see if they going to get it or trying to check their spirit, that's going to make you fall out. Because you're not working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You too busy watching the other person and worried about what they doing and worried about their gifts instead of using your gifts for this ministry. Because all them is like wicked thoughts, man. That's worldly stuff. That's what niggas do in the world. They watch each other's pockets. Oh, this nigga got 24 rims. Mine only got 22. Oh, he got candy paint. All the hoes is hollering his name. They ain't hollering my name. That's what worldly niggas do. We're not to do that in truth. This is brotherly love, man. We're supposed to be helping one another. Because if you do all of that, your call and election should be sure. The only way we're going to find that out It's during the hour of temptation, which is going to be a big thing in itself too. You got to be built up for that. Because if you're not built up for that, you're going to succumb to that temptation, man. Esau going to put our whole lives in front of our faces, talking about if we don't take that micro CHIP, then you can't live your life. That's what Esau Edom is going to do. I got a precept on that too. This is James 1:12. It says, "Blessed the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him." You see that? You got to endure the temptation. The only way you're going to endure the temptation, you got to have love for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If you love the Most High and the one begotten Son with all your heart, you're going to love your brothers. It's going to be automatic. The Lord said he's going to give out a crown to them that love him. Showing love to your fellow brethren. Showing love to the sheep by doing this work of love, the work of labor. That's how you show love to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's how you do it. You shouldn't be all, oh, man, I got to do lessons. When you got that type of spirit, man, people is not going to flock to you. They can feel that. That's a weak spirit right there. Like, it should be a delight to do the work of the Lord, man. I be loving, man. I light up when I do these lessons for y'all. This is the highlight of my day. I love when I see something spiritual and then I come on here and report it, you know, to the body and to see how it's received, man. I love that. I love doing the work of the Lord, man. Everything the Lord is doing is just wowing me right now. Just how everything is coming together for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And to be a part of that is such a privilege, man. So we should never take that for granted, man. It's people that want to be in the truth and can't be in the truth. They don't have the spirit or the mindset to even be here. And we here. So don't take it as a light thing, because it's not light at all. Because the majority of the nation can't get this truth. Some of them got demons on them so strong they can't even dwell within these courts. You say a precept and it's like acid to them. So they can't be in this truth. And since I say that, that kind of brought up another precept I got in the holster. When you go to Psalms 37:4, it says, "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thy heart." So you're supposed to delight yourself in the Lord. Delight yourself in this work of labor that we doing in this truth. That should not be a, oh, man, I got to do some lessons, man. And then you get on the lessons, and then you all dry. You know, you coming out, Psalms 37:4. Delight that, like, hey, man, ain't nobody working with that. You need to have passion. You need to be enthusiastic. This is the work of the Lord, man. This is the words of the Lord. This book done stood the test of time, man. A living document. This is huge. You got a whole nation coming. So you got to let your spirit bleed out like that. This is huge. Don't nobody want to hear that dry stuff. You got to look at it too, because we all been sheep before we got into the truth and listen. And I remember that's how I was, man. I like to hear brothers that's on fire. I like to hear brothers that got that passion in their voice. You can hear, like, you can feel the spirit. You can hear it when they relaying it, man. When the apostles, elders, and brothers in the truth was laying it out. It amped me up. So you got to be like that. And look, it says in verse 5, "Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass." And that's what you want, Yashua. You want to hear, "Good job, faithful servant," and get beamed up on a chariot. That's what you want. You do not want the Lord to say, "Depart from me, I never knew you." You do not want to hear that. That's a very scary thing to hear, because we all going to need the Lord. And we're going to need the Lord to show mercy and grace unto us. So right now, we got to show that love, man. We got to delight in the Lord. We got to spend time with the Lord. That's why you need to be doing lessons more days than it is out of the week. You should be, building your relationship with the Lord. To make sure the Lord knows you. You want Yahweh Shah to know you. You can't know you only spending a couple time with them. You know, you only doing something every now and then. You a blue mooner. Lord ain't dealing with that. You need to be on fire for the Lord. You know, putting something up dang near daily. That's how you stay locked in. Can't say you locked in. You only doing like 1 or 2 lessons a week. That's not locked in. I really say you should be doing more lessons than it is days of the week. Really, honestly and truthfully, that's being locked in. Cause I couldn't tell y'all I'm locked in, and I'm only putting 1 or 2 lessons up a week. No, I'm not. I'm not locked in. I'm more in the world than I am in the truth, if that's the case. So we got to be locked in with the Lord, man. We got to delight ourselves in the Lord. You got to love the Lord and love everything that he's doing. Cast off the world. There's nothing in this place. It's done. It's through. It's finished. This is about to be nothing in a minute. Now it's time to look forward to the kingdom of heaven, where we're going to have peace and everything, like we said, everything our hearts desire. It just said in that precept, man. And he shall give thee the desires of thy heart, man. We want clean women. The women want, a righteous husband. We want clean food, clean air, clean water, rulership. That's all coming. So focus on that. Ain't nothing in this world. All that stuff about it's burning up already. Rich people stuff burning up in California. This place is done. It's cooked. Seek Yahweh Bashmi Awashah with all our might, man. We should be on fire. If you're not on fire, you need to do some soul searching. Because we at the end. This when you're supposed to put it all on the line. That way you ain't got to look back and be like, did I do everything I could do? That shouldn't be a thought in your head. If that's a thought in your head, you're not doing enough. You need to be at the point where I'm doing everything I can in this truth. Everything. I'm laying it out. I want that crown of life that Yahweh has in store for me. So go hard. What they say in the world, go hard or go home. Shoot, or if it's truth, if you don't go hard, your butt gonna burn up. That's right, let me get that too. Let's go to Revelation 3:15 says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would there were cold or hot. Verse 16. So then because thou art lukewarm, neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And you got some brothers right now that's lukewarm. They not hot. You need to be hot right now. Putting up shots. That's what we need to be doing in this truth. Because the Lord said, if you lukewarm, He gonna spew you out. And during Jacob's trouble, you don't want to be spewed out, man. You don't want it where you don't get no protection, man. Because Esau or the famine or whatever little plague is gonna eat you up, man. So it's time to be hot for the Lord. It's time to put our best foot forward. And if you're a woman in this truth, hey, help the prophets out. That's how you can help. Always be a helping hand. Everybody need to do their part. And we need to do it like at the most extreme. We need to be going hard, not slacking up. When you slack up, you're going to fall out. That gives room for you to fall out when you slack up. It's like it's giving, the wickedness a little hole or something to creep in. And these wicked spirits, they'll try you. They'll come to you and mess your whole spirit up. They will do that. But when you locked in the spirit and you locked in tight, man, you'll see them coming. Or they'll just look at you like, man, I ain't gonna try it. Because, I just feel the spirit beaming off this dude. I'm gonna get rebuked sharply if I even try with this person. Because I done got to that point. My family, people used to try me, do me like that. Oh, man, you doing that Hebrew Israelite stuff? And now I look up now, they don't even try no more. They already know what I'm going to say. I'm all about Yahweh Bashiyawashah. And they can feel it. So now they see it, I ain't even going to say nothing to him, man. He all about that. They be like, man, you really on that, ain't you? Like, yeah. Ain't nothing else better to do. Ain't nothing else to do. All the other stuff they talk about leads to death. I want life. I want it abundantly. And only that comes from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. And they told us what to do in order to please them. In order to please the Most High. And that's what we should be doing. Especially right now. Because it's about to get real greasy in a minute. Real greasy in a minute. This could be the year of Jacob's trouble. The way it's looking. They are talking about attacking the northern tribes, brothers and sisters. The government is talking about doing that. And just like the scriptures, they're attacking the northern brothers and sisters. They're going to attack the southern tribe too. So while Jacob penning around thinking stuff a game, they better be locked in this truth, man. And it's at the point where it's getting very visible to see who's going to be here and who's not. So right now, the Lord just putting the finishing touches on the hopeful elect. You know, in my opinion, that's how I see it. Because I don't think too many more people going to flock in. I think the hopeful elect is about sealed. You know, probably got a couple people that just need to be tightened up a little bit more, but this thing is about done. All the prophecies about fulfilled. They coming into play. The MOTB is mainstream now. I believe I might do a lesson on that. I believe he done put it in another subject, Elon Musk. Then put it in somebody else. They're doing trials right now in the MOTB. So this thing is real close. So it's time to really be locked in on this truth, y'all, Sharala. And I think I'm going to leave off this right here. There's Numbers. There's Numbers 6 and 24 said, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon thee. Matter of fact, I'm going to start Salaki. I'm going to go back up to 23 to get perspective on it. Matter of fact, verse 22, Numbers 6 and 22, and it says, and Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, on this wise ye shall bless the children of Israel. See that? Not the whole world, just Israel. Saying unto them, verse 24, the Lord bless thee and keep thee. See, that's our prayer right there, man. That the Lord keep us. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. And woo, we pray for that, man. We need the Lord to shine upon us and be gracious and protect us from all these this perilous times that's coming. Verse 26, the Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Ooh, we need peace. In verse 27, and they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. What did he say? And they shall put my name upon the children. That's Yahweh Yahweh Shah. You got a lot of people, we don't know the name. So they come in Jesus' name. It's a false name. And it said upon who? The children of Israel. This is not for everybody. It's only for Israelites. And as an Israelite, we should be on fire right now. Man and woman should be on fire right now, especially the men. Because this is on us, baby. We the leaders in this thing. We need to be on fire. We need to be going hard. Man, no excuses. Fight for time. Get you 20, 30 minutes, or maybe if I say 15 minutes, and get your lesson off. The sheep be hungry. They want to eat. I know, because I'm a hungry sheep. I love to eat. I love to eat these lessons up. I eat a lot. Yashra, I eat a lot. Let me tell you. Because it's like, it's food for your soul. You really think about it, that helps you out, man. It's like, listening to these lessons is big. Because it feeds your soul. And like, if you got it like me, Yashra, man, I'm subscribed to so many brothers that I go through and I just find, you know, a subject I want to hear. Like now they got particular. I go in and, you know, see if a brother coming out with spiritual power, or I might want to hear about Jacob's trouble or whatever it is, you know, I want to hear about. Just like certain scriptures doing breakdowns. I get particular. You know, 'cause I just got so many subscribers. And that's usually subscribe to a lot of brothers, man. And there's a lot of food coming out. All different subject matters, whatever you want to hear. And you can get it. And that's what I do. And I done got fat, y'all, Sharala. Fat in this thing, man. So I just want to put it out there, man. We gotta stay locked in the spirit, man. Stay all the way locked in the spirit. Don't get sifted out. You don't want to put in all this work and fall out the finish line, because the finish line is close. It's real close. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah, and stay locked in, because Yahweh Shai is quickly on the way. Shalom, baby.